What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday evening, December the 6th. Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and this is the 6th day of the Minnesota Whiskey League by Whiskey Killer for you. Just kidding. Wow. I feel like I've been sitting in front of this camera a lot. I have been. But not with you. And that's how I like it best. That's how I enjoy it most. Live with you. And you and you and you and you and you. Pumped up for this Friday evening, tonight, this evening. Gonna taste through some samples, and we are going to just chit-chat. Have a little, just talk. We're just gonna chat and talk, and I'm gonna try to keep up with chat, even though it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. Probably won't happen. I'm gonna try though. We're gonna go through, ask me anything, taste some samples, just have a fun little stream for a little while, and I don't know. Yeah, that's all I wanna do. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is have some fun. And I got a feeling I'm not the only one. That's just a good song. That is a good song. Sheryl Crow or Mandy Moore. Not sure who it was, but Shakira. One of them. WJK's in the house. What's up, Bill? Cheers from the Caribbean, enjoying vacation on the island of Grenada. Grenada. Welcome to Grenada. I want to be welcomed to Grenada sometime. Is Grenada nice? I'm guessing it's got to be nice. Grenada's got to be beautiful. Is my mic on? Test. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, she's good. Scott Hayes is in the house. He's jealous. I'm jealous. Everyone's jealous. But Bill, you are such a friggin' gangster. Not really. I don't think. It could be. I don't know. But we love you and we hope you're having an awesome vacation. And get some sun. Slap some coconut oil on that body of yours and soak up the rays. That's what I would do. I'd slap coconut oil all over your body. If you let me. Probably not. I'd probably chicken out. Eric B, what's up, dude? Happy Friday. I thought I said happy birthday for a second. I guess I can't really read. Randall Erickson's in the house. Got the 4-gate KC6 in the Glen and waiting to be schooled. Kelvin Cooperage. Man, I'm sharp tonight. I am sharp tonight. Hollywood Marines here. Hoping everyone's doing great this evening. That's right. My mom is in the house. What's up, Mom? Love you very much. Nice to see you here. So nice. Dustin Klosterhoff. Oh, man, your last name's a Klosterfuck. You know what I mean? Oh, see, I didn't say that. I mean, sorry. Too early for that. Too early for that. But I dig the name, Dustin. Klosterhoff. Klosterhoff? Anyone see a Klosterhoff? Joe the Sample Guy's here. John Martino. You related to Chris? You related to Chris or no? You gotta be. There gotta be 2 Martinos in here. Quirks Loses up in the house. CGP Bourbon. Hooper is up in here. Keegan. What's up, Keegan? Chris Ardrey is here. Just finishing day 6 of the Minnesota Whiskey Elite Advent Calendar. Awesome. I just finished that this morning. Actually, I finished it about 2 a.m. this morning. Because got to edit it. Got to finish the edit. And then the edit has to export. And the computer's like, exporting video. Takes a while. Then you have to upload it to YouTube. Thank goodness for a semi-fast internet connection. And that takes a while. Then it uploads fully. And then it has to check for copyright issues. And then, so it has to check the whole video. And then after it checks the whole video, then it's like, yo, that Christmas song, man. And I'm like, yeah, we've been doing this for years now. So every single day, gotta go through all the stuff and fight it. And by the time that's all said and done, 2 o'clock in the morning, CPAP this baby up, off to sleep I go. Been sleeping like a baby the last few nights. This baby's going to bed at 2 a.m. Ricky Sharp is in the house. I'm sorry I was late. Randall Erickson wants to be put in timeout. Jeez Louise, Randall. There are 21-year-old children who watch this. Cameron, Drums and Drams Cameron watches this. Take it easy, man. Hallelujah, says it's Dave, just Dave. Dirker Owl, bowling and bourbon. Absolutely. I freaking love bowling. Oh, wait, okay, I have shit. Wait a minute. Okay, no, I am live, right? Oh boy. No, yeah, it does. It says end stream. I'm definitely live. I gotta be. Needs an old, what's this? Oh, an Old Forester pin bottle? Yeah, they make those, huh? I forgot about that. This, in my glass tonight, we got some samples we're going to get to. We got some samples. We got Watch Hill. This is Watch Hill Exceptional Series 20-year Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey 124.1 proof. This showed up. This showed up at my, I just got it. And I was like, what is this? And I Googled it. Apparently, it is a $900 bottle of bourbon. MSRP, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it said 900. 9. It's a lot. Then, you got some Joey Bag of Donut samples. Joey, what? Tony, wow, Joey, what? I said Joey Bag of Donuts. I'm like, why doesn't that sound Tony? Wow. Why is Joey even on my mind? I don't know. Uncle Joey? No. From Tony, we got 2024 King of Kentucky. This is going to be the second shot at this because the sample I received, remember, I said was subpar compared to previous King of Kentuckys I've ever had. So this one is a 2024. I think this is a different offering 132 proof. It's got to be a different barrel. So we'll see. And am I a stickler for my King of Kentucky's? Obviously not. Unless, of course, I were to purchase one for an extreme amount of money. Then I would be like, this needs to hold its weight. You know what I mean? Like this stool. Then, where did it go? E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye, also from Tony Bag of Donuts. 126 proof. Got that, we got that, we got that. I got the Jim Beam Sunshine Blend for like $16. So you know I'm not a total schnood. And in my glass right now is a little. I haven't even tasted it or smelled it yet. And I know I'm way behind in chat now. Dang it. I need a clone of me, like the movie Multiplicity. One me reads the chat and keeps up, and the other me literally does what I do and sucks. Nightstalker 3. This is Evernorth Nightstalker 3. Haven't tried it yet. This was the... why is that light so dim? This is the bottle that I helped... The blend that I helped them with. And by helped, I mean I went there and we just put barrels together for a day. And when I left there, it needed more work. And then I guess Brandon Sprague fixed it. So can't wait to... I mean, by fixed it, I mean completed it. Because apparently it wasn't up to snuff. But I have a feeling this is going to be really, really good. Really, really good. So we'll taste this. Then I'm going to taste the Sunshine Blend. Because, hey, Jim Beam, they're either killing it or not killing it. Depending on, you know, how you look at things. I've been on both sides of the fence with them this year. A little bit of an SJ to start off our Friday. A little bit of a Friday spin job. All right. Going in for a nose. Ooh, it's a little chilly. Ooh. Smells nice. And then warm it in my hand. I should have been holding it here, warming it. It came off of the hand delivery truck today, and these bottles are so cold. Dara Whiskey Juice, hey buddy. Hey, Dara's here. Dara. What's up, Dara? Randall says, Matt's got his balls back. You're damn right I do. And they jingle. They jingle balls. 12-6-24. Does your ADHD appreciate those numbers, or is that more OCD? 12-6-24. I don't... Because they're all multiples of 6? And 2 and 3? And 4? Not 4. Yes, 4. That doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. I tried to get there for you, but it doesn't do it for me. Not really. You know what? Maybe you killed my mojo a little bit with that. Maybe think twice before you start asking me about my problems, all right? Just kidding. That's probably more... I don't know what that is. But it ain't a me thing. This thing looks stupid. Gosh. Why do I even mess with it? There we go. That's fine. Bob Belfax here. What's up? What's going on, Bob? Thad's here. Fire check. Lights check. Camera check. Mic check. Dancing Gingerbread Man. Those little buggers messed up my Premiere Pro. Because you start adding layers of stuff to Premiere Pro, and then it starts to slow down, and it like jarred my computer up. And I thought that it deleted all of everything, and I was... Last night about midnight, I was like, no. But we're back. The Gingerbread Men, they might make an appearance again in the Advent calendar, but if they don't, it's because they danced their way to deletion. Shoulder recovering. I haven't stopped bowling. I've been bowling with my left hand, but unfortunately, my left arm is a disaster right now. I bowled really bad this week because it hurts a lot. Is my bicep tendon on my left arm ruptured? No. But I would imagine it's hanging on by a thread. It hurts bad, and it's very unstable. Right arm, feeling much better. It's been 8 weeks since I hurt it, so we're going to be back to bowling right-handed very soon. Hopefully he doesn't get re-hurt. Then I'll be out 2 arms. Brandon's, yeah, what's up, Brandon? Thank you, I got those today, I appreciate it. You guys are the best. Winter Reserve for the first time tonight, excellent pour. Right, it is a great budget pour, I agree, totally agree. Pez Reviews is in the house. I am good, I'm so good. Poor boy, Beam Winter is tasty, right. Bill says Granada doesn't suck. There's a reason. Reagan? Is that how you spell Reagan? Didn't know that. Thad says just picked up Still Austin. Okay, I need to start reading things before I read things because I don't know how to pronounce that either. Is that supposed to say teenager? I'm not even gonna try. Nope, not going there. By Nancy the Nose Fraley. I am live. Okay, good. Super nuts. You live, bro. That's good. Still on the weight loss journey? Need to definitely get back to it. It's been a year of reversal, so yikes. Let's see here. I don't know where Tony Bag of Donuts is tonight, or Joey Bag of Donuts for that matter. Tyler says, yeah, the eyebrow thing. Multiplicity is a great movie. If you've never watched Multiplicity, it's awesome. It's with Batman. Batman and more Batman. But you never make a clone of a clone. And if you know why, you know. If you know, you know. Ooh. That is a pie-like structure. I do like this. Very graham cracker, toffee, and what is the... It's not quite butterscotch, but it's getting there. This is Nightstalker 3, by the way. There is like a... maybe like a pruniness to it. It's like a raisin, but not quite raisiny. It's more of like a little bit of a bitter raisin. So I'd imagine that's what a prune smells like. Yeah. The blends coming out of Evernorth are very impressive. And unique. They're impressive and they're different. That's what makes it so cool. It's like, it's not stuff that you're getting from everywhere else. Bottles are cool. Labels are amazing. Look at these things. Gorgeous labels. Fantastic people. And ridiculously good whiskey. All right. First sip of Nightstalker 3 down the hatch. Holy shit, that is really good. I think is there a Nightstalker 4 already? Did they already do the 4th one? It has like a ton of layers of it's like a 7-layer bar, if you're familiar. It's like all these different desserts kind of piled on top of each other with a salty, like a thick, coarse sea salt, like sprinkled on top. I wonder if anyone else gets that. Brandon, if you're still in here, on Nightstalker 3, the finish of it, do you get a little friggin' like Dan Shook's Ocean on there? Or Sean Paisley's Sea? Yeah, the back of the palate is like a salted dessert. What's the proof on that? 118 proof? That drink's much... I mean, it's full flavored enough to remind me of a high proof bourbon, but it is like very drinkable for 118 proof. It doesn't ramp up or spike up in any way. That is awesome. That is so good. Yes! Love it. If you like one picture of Granada, check your phone. Phone is spelled P-H-O-N-E. This better not be a picture of your man parts, Bill. That's a stock photo. Is that that's? You should sell that as a stock photo. That's Granada. Yeah, right. I can get that picture off of Google too. You're in Chicago and you're freezing your ass off. Fibber. Bill's fibbing. Just kidding. I believe it. I believe it. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I have an answer to that that'll make everyone upset. Never watched it. Never seen Die Hard. Don't plan to. Have no urge to. Don't care. You can roast me in the comments. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's do questions like that. Listen, ask me anything. So questions, well, that's a perfect question. That's from my room. Yeah, right, Bill. It's a bird. It's their cigar blend. Tanager? I'm just a tanager dirtbag, baby. 2 tickets to Iron Maiden, baby. That's a good song. If you don't clone a clone because you end up with Steve, the Kenny spaghetti. Steve likes pizza. He puts pizza in his wallet. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Batman and Beetlejuice are in it, that's for sure. Beef ribs is in the house, obviously, with the beef ribs. Would you rather have an unlimited ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? What? Would you rather have the unlimited ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future? Is it one or the other? Like it's exactly, is it up to 10 minutes or up to 150 years? Or is it just 150 years? And if I can go 150 years into the future with my unlimited ability, am I able to research there? Am I able to dibble and dabble? Too many questions. You're not going to get me with a quick answer. I need to think about it for a second. 10 minutes into the future, man, that seems like unlimited. Wow, I don't know. 10 minutes into the future? It's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time to fix anything or solve any problems. Starting Nightstalker 4 soon, hopefully out in January. Got it. Nightstalker 4 in January. BJs are killing it with their blends. Happy for their success. Absolutely. This is one of my favorite ryes of all time. Just from that sample I got. And yeah, I'm going to crack this baby open right around Christmas time. Actually, I'm going to crack it open on Tuesday. Crack it on Tuesday. But just from the sample I got of that, absolutely insane. Insane rye. If I look 150 years into the future, I feel like I am doing research for future generations. It's more of a long-term goal 10 minutes into the future is like short-term success, you know? Like, oh, if you don't stop at this rest area, you're going to shit your pants, you know? And I know that because I can see 10 minutes into the future, so. Which is weird. Because if you looked 10 minutes into the future all the time, your 10 minutes would constantly be changing. Because you'd be making changes based off of what you know, therefore everything would constantly be changing. Like, the 10 minutes into the future, anything you did would change that 10 minutes. If you decided to alter what you were doing. You know? I can't even realistically manage without knowing. Seems like a lot of stress. Maybe I could work out though. Maybe work something out. What is my lowest and highest bowling score ever? I don't know what my lowest bowling score ever is. Last night in league, I bowled. I've been bowling left-handed for 7 weeks. And I think that my lowest game left-handed is actually higher than my lowest game right-handed. I think I've bowled worse right-handed in league than left-handed. But bowled a 99 last night in bowling league with my left hand. So, but I have bowled in the 50s left-handed. Because when you first start bowling with your other hand, you don't know how it works. So lots of gutter balls. Highest game left-handed is 185. Lowest game right-handed in the last year, well, I think in 86 right-handed has been my lowest game in league right-handed, and then 247 is my highest game. Do your Advent smells remind you of the Tootsie Pop commercials? How many smells will it take? Oh yeah, that makes sense. The owl. 1, 2, crunch, a 3. Favorite 90s band? I don't know. We'll go with like nostalgic wise. We'll go totally nostalgia wise. And so in the 90s, I was in my 84. So I'd be between 6 and 16 years old in the 90s. You know what? We're going Goo Goo Dolls, baby. I don't give a shit. I used to jam to the Goo Goo Dolls. More about bowling. I mean, listen, I don't want everyone to leave. I could talk all night about bowling, but I don't want everyone just to run out of here, because they will. If you can see 10 minutes into the future, he'd still be 15 minutes behind in chat. Son of a bitch, Sean. Oh, that's a burn. That's a sick burn. Good job. High five. You're in timeout. You son of a bitch. Before we get to really expensive whiskeys, let's start with super cheap whiskeys. This is James B. Beam Distilling Co. America. Sunshine Blend. That is the color of a hydrated urine sample right there. You can see me through it. Look at. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Am I frowning or smiling? This is going to be interesting. Oh! I like the Winter Reserve. I thought that the 7-year Black Label was fine. It's pretty good. The Devil's Cut, I bought that on a whim because I haven't, tried it in a long time. And I thought that was pretty decent for being, sub $30. So I said, what the heck? Let's pick up the Sunshine Blend. 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. There's nothing like a bourbon cocktail on a sunny afternoon with friends. A sweet Sunshine Blend, perfect for refreshing cocktails. Oh, this is for cocktails. Made to be mixed and shared. Oh, it's made to be mixed. All right. Oh, it says right on the label. Right in the front. How did I miss that? It says right there. Made for mixing and sharing. Missed it. Made for your favorite bourbon cocktail. Drink it any damn way you please. All right. Well, we're going to first not take your advice and just take a sip neat. A bit of a neat sip. That's peanut water. That's peanut water. What do we have to make a cocktail with? Let's take a peek. Hold on. Yeah, oh yeah, Jordan Bailey really likes Sean's joke. Ugh. 150 years into the future, you know a lot of numbers in sports when there's lots of money. Yeah, I mean, if you go 150 years into the future and then, like, Back to the Future, like, if you could go full friggin', you know, flux capacitor style. If we could do the 1.21 gigawatts, we'd definitely do that if we could find the sports almanac. Yeah, that's for sure I'd do that. That's the silliest thing ever. I would 100% do Back to the Future 2 shit if I could. Yeah. If it was just to, like, look into the future and, like, see what the future is like or what's happening in the future, 150 years, like, if I just had to see it, I don't know how that would help me a lot. But if I could, like, kind of peek around and, you know, hit up the 2,174, the year 2174, they're still gonna have libraries then? Probably. In the Matrix. Wouldn't that be funny if you went 150 years in the future and you didn't know how to do anything? Like, what if somebody from 150 years ago went 150 years into the future today and they needed to find information? They wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to look for. They'd ask somebody, hey, how do I do that? They'd be like, well, just go online. They'd be like, what does that mean? And why are you wearing your shorts around your rib cage? I'm not smart enough for stock movements, Bill. We'd have to go together 10 minutes into the future. The correct answer is Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam. Yeah, I did go to Goo Goo Dolls in Marquette. Yep. No blind box bourbon tonight? Oh, I've been doing that every day. I just kind of felt like maybe not tonight. We could do it. I don't care. Where's my box at? Oh, it's right behind me. This is easy then. Shit. Let's do it. We don't need to taste any more of the Sunshine Blend. The Sunshine Blend is peanut water. So we'll just set that aside. No need to get any further into that. That was $16 down. So let's do a blind sample. Let's do it. Shit. Here's an empty glass. Reach behind me. Oh, I got one. America. Okay, it is here. Then either shut. Put my hand in focus. And open. Hopefully you can see it. Should be in focus. It should be. I don't know where the label's at though, so I'm not sure how far to spin it. All right. Putting it back down. No spoilers in the chat. Where the hell? There. No spoilers in chat. Mark Boyer with a friggin' super chat. $50 super chat. Thank you, Mark. That's very nice of you. That's super nice. So I've been drinking, no surprise. Anyway, Matt, my love for you runs deep. Ditto, right back at you, brother. So I mixed the King Me bottles. It's your fault, Matt. You said something about mixing Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof and Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Proof Rye together. With that, I mixed the King Me bottles. Excellent shit. Really? That's interesting. King Me One, so one of them is just a spin-off of the other. So like one of them is the same blend with other things added to it. But I'll have to give that a shot. I will definitely give that a shot. Thank you for the super chat, Mark. And you know what? I enjoy the nerdism that is whiskey. If you want to mix a couple things together, let's friggin' do it. Nirvana was the best 90s band. Yes, but let me say this. I didn't appreciate Nirvana until I was older, right? Like I didn't really listen to, I think my brother listened to Nirvana maybe when I was younger. Maybe he listened to it. I think he did actually. But I didn't really, get on board until I was older. Nirvana, Come As You Are was our class song when I graduated. They're Unplugged. I think it's in New York. It's like one of my favorite albums. I love that album. Smells like Teen Spirit in here. Well, maybe you should wash your armpits, Sam. It is mixed some JD, right? Isn't that good? Those two mix very, very well together. All right, here we go. This is blind pour. Color on it is nice and dark. It makes, the last thing I looked at inside of a glass was Jim Beam Sunshine Blend, so realistically anything would look pretty dark. Let's get it on the nose. One. If I guess this off the nose, then everyone will think I'm cheating. But I didn't even plan on doing this. And I got the box right here to show everybody. It's a box full of samples. I don't want to say it out loud. But if I'm right, then I'll show you. If I'm wrong, then it's like it never happened. But this was what I thought on the very first smell. Stuck it to the computer. All right. Very Rickhouse-like. Very amazing Rickhouse smell. Oaky. There's like a heavy cherry on there, like a darker cherry, almost into like a black cherry, or even like just a muddled fruit, like a muddled dark red purple fruit. A haze of nuttiness. I wrote Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. See, I just completely went away from, I said I wasn't going to tell you if I was wrong, but I need to tell you this. That's slowly fading because it's getting more and more nutty as we go. This could be an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof that's not an old one. This could be a more recent one. Could be a Larceny Barrel Proof. Could be, it's Jim Beam or Heaven Hill, I believe, probably. I think. Man, just when I say that, it's like it comes in and out. It's like reception on the AM radio. You're trying to listen to the Bears game. Bill's trying to listen to the Bears while he's in friggin' Costa Rica or wherever he's at. All right, down the hatch. Interesting. Now, I think what, that is good. What is that? That is, shit. It's very familiar. It is like quintessential bourbon, like brown sugars and like a burnt caramel on there. but then there is like this higher note of, it's like it's not an aged oak, and it's not like a toasted oak or a double-barreled oak. It's just kind of like oak, like raw oak. Not lumber, not green lumber, but just like a raw oak, kind of up here. Huh. Weirdly, there's like a caramel apple now on the nose, but not the very bright one. It's very subtle. I like this. Much lower proof than what I originally thought based off the nose. We're talking probably 100 and 110, 107 to 114 is a guess. It's a 7-point guess. I'll get there. What is that though? Is that Barrel King? It has a very reminiscent Barrel King note to it. I don't know if there's any Barrel King samples in there. I may have put like one of mine in there from a long time ago, but I don't recall. Huh. I'm kind of in the camp where I feel like I know what this is. It's so familiar, but at the same time, I can't quite place it. There's like a carbonation note, like that's like a fizzle on the tongue. It is in the medium oily category. It's not mildly, it's not heavy, it's the medium oily. There's something on I can't place this note, and that's what's bothering me, and I'm sorry, it's probably very hard to watch. It's like there's like not a molasses, not a black licorice, but there's this sticky, dark, sugary note that's kind of just stuck on the back of my tongue, and I like it, and I can't tell what it is. It's like if there was a bourbon tar that just kind of stuck. It's like bourbon tar. That's the best way I can describe it. Quentin, Rampage King, Creed. Man, I miss hot buttery rolls when you just bust out freaking Creed. Question, Matt, when making home bourbon or rye blends, how long do you normally sit before they've meshed together good enough for you to, just depending on all components? Realistically, when you put two things together, you kind of know right away if it's worth letting it sit. Does that make sense? Like, you pour A and B together and you smell it and taste it and it's not good. If you let it sit overnight, you're not going to taste it and go, oh, that's freaking amazing. What happened? It's more the length that it sits. It kind of just takes the edge off, takes the sharpness away, and sort of just mellows together a little bit. So if you taste something and you really enjoy it, chances are when you let it sit, it's going to be even better when you come back to it. And I'm not sure if that's air getting into it, or I'm not sure of the science. You'd have to ask probably like Sean Paisley. He'd have to open up his textbooks and let us know. But even when you pick a single barrel, this has been my experience with even picking single barrels. Go to a distillery or you get samples. You taste a barrel sample and you really like it. There's a period of time between when you pick it and when you get the bottle of it. I've never had a bottle that I've picked taste worse or not as, I've never been disappointed. I've always been excited about the turn. I think that once they get bottled, like air gets into these bottles and stuff, and the final product is just better than the barrel sample you tried. I don't know if that makes sense either. But if you put two things together and they don't work, they don't work, Alice in Chains for the win on 90s grunge bands. Yeah, that's the first thing I do is I'd go 150 years into the future to find out which king of Kentucky is best. Then I'd find out where secondary's at. Don't forget the Beastie Boys. That's right, Beastie Boys. You gotta fight for your right. That's just a good song. Oh man, I haven't watched I haven't watched SNL in years. Farley, when Farley was on there, I think was, I stopped watching SNL so long ago. When we were kids, my buddy Eric and I, we watched a lot of In Living Color. Was In Living Color sort of like Saturday Night Live a little bit? Like the Wayans brothers were on In Living Color. And we liked In Living Color more. We watched that all the time. Alanis Morissette. Favorite 70s rock band? Wow. Jeez. Foreigner? Foreigner's is 80s, isn't it? 70s. Skynyrd? Leonard Skynyrd? Probably. I don't know. Rage Against the Machine's awesome. Killing in the name of. That's just the best. Do you know where Houghton, Michigan is? Yeah. Obviously. It's right across the bridge from Hancock. Duh. Not too far from Copper Harbor, am I right? Houghton, Michigan. Home of the Isle Royal Queen 3. Do I know about Houghton? Sheesh. Yeah, how far behind am I now? Oh my God, 13 minutes? Jeez Louise, I just read the sun was setting on the Sunshine Blend. You know, Rose, you said you don't know what we were live tonight. I've been getting, like, my YouTube on my phone, I don't get notifications anymore. All my notifications are set like to who I want to get notifications for. And then I go into my phone settings in my app, like all the notifications are like, it's on, it's ready to go. But I just don't get them. But then like then I turn notifications off for shit. Like I don't want Instagram notifications for a suggested reel. And I'm like, don't do that. I'll spend an hour to shut that shit down. No more of that. I don't need to know that somebody who I might enjoy watching just posted a reel. I don't want to hear it. Turn it off. 3 days later, a notification. Oh, my notifications, they're all messed up. Anyway, what were you saying about watch your day 6 advent earlier? Yes, to 1 to 5 also. Yes, to 1 to 5 also. Man, I need to keep up with chat because I don't know what you're talking about. That's my fault. That's my fault. And I'm sorry. That's my fault. There's no way there can be a spoiler in chat. Oh, because you couldn't see it? Is that what happened? I call Matt Madness Blend Series Blend with BK Iris being the first name for a blend. I call a Matt Music Madness Blend Series. What on earth, Keegan, does that mean? I call a Matt Music Madness Blend Series as blend. Am I crazy here, or does that... You guys need to start writing sentences I can figure out. I wonder why I'm 15 minutes behind. Because I need to reread this 60 times, Keegan. Thank you for the super chat. You're very generous. And I love you for that. I call a Matt Music Madness Blend Series' blend with BK Iris being the first name for a blend. Iris Goo Goo Dolls. And I don't want... Yeah, it's just a good song. But I call a Matt. You want there to be a blend called Iris? clarify. I'll look for your comment in 13 minutes for you to clarify. I will read it. But I can't spend any more time trying to figure it out. But I want to know, Keegan. Yeah, was it the MTV Live version? Yeah. Where, like, yeah, that is so good. Nirvana was lame in my opinion, but I'm a metalhead, so lots of people don't like what I listen to. So you listen to, like, Rob Zombie and stuff? It was a joke. No, I listen to everything. I listen to everything. Anything and everything. Wait a minute. Wait a Fred minute. That got very cinnamony. That got very cinnamony on there. Is it a Willet? Is this a Willet? See, I just had to talk for a few minutes, retaste it, and all of a sudden the notes have changed. This is a cinnamon bomb. That is a cinnamon city. $7.8, very, very good. I think that is very, very good. What is it? Where the hell did it go? Oh, that's why she said that. That's why she said that we didn't know. That is that's. I don't know. I put that in there. That's brave of me. That is my wild turkey pick from last year. That is Turkey Bomb, my Russell's Reserve single barrel pick from last year. Turkey Bomb. Huh. They got very cinnamony at the end. The nuttiness on the nose. Pick that up. Yeah, that's good. I like that. By the way, word on the street is that my new Wild Turkey Russell's blend is hopefully dropping this month for patrons. So that's a plus. That's big, big news. Can't wait to try that. Can you do a floral BK blend with this? Like a Four Roses barrel if Jared can get any? Get any what? Damn it, Keegan. What am I looking at now? That's a lot of blends. Can I do a floral BK blend with what? What's the gist of this stream? I'm tasting through some samples. I'll let you know what they are. That was a blind sample I just did. I normally start the stream with a blind sample. Don't know what it is. Let me do that. The gist of the stream is I'm going to taste through some samples. I have a few here that I want to get to. Thumbnail has pictures of some of what I'm tasting. And then we're just talking. We're just chit-chatting tonight. Just having fun. Trying to keep up with chat. Just answer some questions. Have a good time. But there's not a flight or anything. There's really no theme to it. We're just shooting the shit, having a blast. That's all. The Bears suck again this year, he says. Damon, hey Matt, Minnesota Whiskey Elite, watching with you. I know Damon, I know who you are, brother. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully the videos, you're enjoying them and they're all right. I always worry that you guys are like, what is this guy doing? But I appreciate you and I love doing the calendar every year. Let me know if you guys want another Would You Rather question. I'll take any questions, whatever you got. Does your tasting expertise transfer over to Scotch just as well? I would say that if I sat with something long enough, I think that it kind of transfers to, it wouldn't be as enjoyable. I don't enjoy scotches or malt beverages as much as single malts as much as I enjoy bourbon and rye and American whiskeys. But I think that it could transfer over pretty easily. Just something that I have to taste more single malts and more Scotch just to become accustomed to the. That's the problem I have with people who don't drink certain, like somebody who doesn't review whiskey, or somebody who doesn't necessarily love whiskey, scoring whiskey for like being a judge for an awards competition, like a spirits awards, like the Ascots or San Francisco or whatever. Like, there is a process of getting acclimated to whatever you're tasting, and if you're not acclimated to it, it makes it much more difficult to pick out good things and bad things about it. So, like, you give somebody who doesn't necessarily drink whiskey the best bourbon on the planet, and they'll just think it tastes like bourbon, or you know what I mean? They'll be like, that's whiskey. So, it's hard to say. I'd like to think that it would transfer over pretty effortlessly, but I wouldn't feel comfortable, like if I do Ascots and stuff, I make sure that I'm tasting much more of that stuff around the time I'm doing those. But when I'm not tasting, like if I don't have single malts in the Ascots when I'm judging, I'm happy because then I don't have to acclimate to it. But it is what it is. I don't know. Randall, a stocking stuffer for Bev because you probably haven't started your Christmas shopping yet. How did you know? How did you know? Yeah, it's the 7th tomorrow. I need to get on that. Thank you, Randall. Thank you. I need to put an alert in my phone, like counting down. I need to start picking some stuff up. It's like when you make chili, it's always better than... Why is that, Bob? Why are a lot of things better the next day? Gordon Lightfoot, wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Well, legend lives on from a chip on down to the big wreck they call Get Your Goomy. Jim Carrey, the fire marshal Bill bit was golden as a kid, better than SNL at that time to a kid. Yeah, that makes sense on In Living Color, for sure. Newcastle, Indiana, home of the world's largest high school field house. That's good. Paul M. Hi, ADHD. I'm loving your Advent videos, especially today. Thanks, Paul. It's been fun. Some videos are better than others. It's just, they're all over the place. But I enjoy making them. If you can find Rock Hill Farms for around MSRP, then yeah, it's a pickup for sure. I haven't had Rock Hill Farms in a long time. Favorite 90s sitcom? It was, well, my favorite sitcom of all time is King of Queens. King of Queens is the best. But I'm not sure if that was on in the 90s or not. Was it in the 90s? I don't care. That's my answer. Final answer. King of Queens is the GOAT. It's goated. Jeff, you're doing good. You're looking good. And the show is even more enjoyable than ever. Thanks, brother. Thank you, Jeff. $20 Super Jeff from Jeff with a friggin' Frenchie in his avatar picture. Hell yeah. Rock Hill Farms is overrated. Yeah, but if you get it for MSRP, it's a good pour. It's just not gonna, if you pay a bunch of money for it, it's gonna suck. So I have uno, dos. Let's see here. All right, what should we do first? This is up to you guys. Damn, but I have to catch up with chat in order to do it. The Watch Hill Exceptional Series 20 year. Which one should we do first? This one, the Rock Hill. This is a $900 bottle. 20-year Watch Hill Exceptional Series, 124.1 proof. It's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Or this is Tony Bag of Donuts alternate sample he sent me, since I didn't love the 2024 King of Kentucky that I received as a sample from Brown-Forman. He sent a different barrel. So there's the King of Kentucky, or E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye from Tony Bag Donuts as well. I kind of want to do the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye first, but it's up to you guys. Just let me know in chat. What should I do first? Will it taste like you sprinkled cinnamon on an Amazon box? Yeesh. Can't whine at me for adding a new little pick to Double Barrel Blind anymore. You did it to yourself now. I know. There's a ton of stuff in that box, which is funny. Like, I never know what's in there, and then I'm always wondering, like, is this associated with me in some way? Ordered the Boulder cask thanks to your heads up, Matt. Hit the like button. That's right. Hit the like button. Yeah, Boulder Spirits re-released their cask strength, and they ship, I think, everywhere. Pretty sure, if not everywhere, then most places. But yeah, they're on their website now, and I did a barrel pick from there in 2023. Was it 2023 I did the Mountain Goat pick? Then they didn't have enough good single barrels to pick from this year, they said. They're still maturing. But they had enough barrels to blend, to put together a blend. So there's less than 2,000 bottles of it. It's awesome again this year. And it's like 89 bucks, I think. 130 some proof. It's really, really good. So if anyone's looking for some sort of it's a high malted bourbon. So it's a bourbon. It's 51% corn at least. I think it's 51 corn, 44 malted barley, and 5% rye, I believe. Pretty sure that's their mash bill. But it's just a very unique take on bourbon, and I love it. It's really, really good. If anyone wants to try something that's a bit different. Can we get a tour of all the shit behind you at some point? Oh man, it's a disaster. I could do it, but I could show you everything. But I'm afraid my landlord would see it. It's a mess. I don't even know what's back there. So at some point, sure, why not? Would you have telekinesis, which is a big word for me to just pronounce immediately, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds? Oh man, that's how far behind am I now? 8 minutes. That's not too bad. I'd rather have what benefits could I have from moving things with my mind? I could just fuck with people, right? Pardon my language, Mom. I could just mess with people. She's moving stuff. I think I'd rather be able to read people's minds, but I wouldn't want a constant stream of reading people's minds. I would just want, I think that the correct answer and what I would go with is telepathy. Telepathy, final answer. If I am wrong and you believe I should have picked telekinesis, then let me know why, because what could positively come from that? What would I want to move with my mind that would benefit me over being able to know what someone's thinking? Just wondering. Russell's 15 or GTS? Russell's 15. The GTS is awesome this year. The GTS is really, really, really good this year. I liked it a lot from the sample I got, but Russell's Reserve 15 is just, it's on another level. The Iris blend, floral for the flower of iris. Four Roses blend. Sorry if the YouTube chat is hard to keep up with. It is hard to keep up with, but that's just because it's a me problem. A lot of people do it flawlessly. I have an issue with it. The Iris blend, floral for the flower of the iris. Four Roses. Oh, I don't. That would be fun to do. A floral Four Roses kind of blend. It'd be interesting, yeah. What score did the guy bowl the other night? What guy? What guy? Who are you talking about? National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or Love Actually? I've only seen one of those. Clark Griswold all day, every day. Go-to whiskey right now? Anything oaky. For some reason, I've been in an oak mood where anything oaky sounds really good. So even low proof stuff, I've just been in the oak zone. Your Gordon Lightfoot was admirable. Gordon Lightfoot. They rang the bell one additional time this year on November 10th. The last ringing was for Gordon Lightfoot, who I think passed away this past year, I believe. Yeah. Drink some damn bourbon, Matt. All right, Matt's Palace. Let's see. Did anyone say which one they wanted me to... Watch Hill. Rye. All right, we're doing rye. Let's do rye. At 7 p.m. the main hatchway caved in, saying, fellas, it's too rough to serve ya. Or, it's been good to know. Whatever verse. Thank you, Tony Bag of Donuts, for this. This is E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye. Do I have high expectations for this? I have no idea. I know this was supposed to be released like 2 or 3 years ago, and it wasn't. So this is long overdue, and I'm not sure how he ended up with a bottle. They probably only made like 7 of them. I've never seen a bottle in real life. The only correct answer for the 90s sitcom is Seinfeld. Seinfeld's good. Thank you for the super chat, Jeff. Jeff Aldis. Favorite marsupial? Kangaroo, obviously. You guys see the video of the kangaroo who's in some dude's garage, and there's a heavy bag in the garage. The kangaroo's just beating on the heavy bag. That's a great video. They can stand on their tails. Who knew that? I want a pet kangaroo. I want one so bad. It would beat the shit out of me. But eventually we'd get along. Kind of like my brother and me. That's why sometimes I wish he watched my shit. Just for moments like that. Because I love my brother now. But it took a while. Ooh. All right. Initial thought on the nose is it's not bourbon. So that's what the initial ooh was. That's different and good, but I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Oh, wow. Why did I think lemon lime right away? That is a weird note. I've never gotten like a lemon lime thing on a rye before. Yeah. Kind of lemonade-y. But of course there's a bunch of spice behind it. It's like lemonade with that shit. Everyone always corrects me when I say Tajin seasoning. Tajin. Is it Tajin seasoning? It's like a lemonade with Tajin seasoning in it. Yeah. It's a spicy lemonade. Nose is good. It doesn't taste very old. It doesn't smell very old. And oak, ryes mature in oak differently than bourbon does. Or what I mean by that is the barrel qualities, they don't come through rye like they do bourbon. They kind of round off a rye whiskey a little bit. In bourbon, they're just an oak note is pronounced, but in rye, it seems like it's more just a darker, more rounded, sweeter, sugarier version of that rye, where this is kind of pointed. It doesn't really feel on the nose anyway that it's smoothed out at all. If it were using a sandpaper, then it's probably at like a 180 grit or a 360 grit possibly. Whereas an older rye whiskey is maybe like, we're talking like a 3,000 or 4,000 grit. Just nice and smoothed out. Not quite polished, but pretty smooth. This is a bit bumpier. All right, let's go in for a taste. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm not leaving the room, but I need to find something really quick because I need to just, you'll see in a second. It's not it. Oh, it is. That was quick. That's what she said. I'm back. It's a bit of a bitch. Where did I put that? Oh, right there. I need to do a comparison because that's got to be an expensive bottle, right? I mean, that's not cheap. Breaking stuff. E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye. If you were to find one, America, it's got to be. Whoever purchased, I mean, I'd love to hear what the cheapest anyone bought a bottle of that for was. Not gonna be cheap. This is an 8-year-old MGP Barrel King, that single barrel that Dara picked, average drinker. It's gotta warm up a second. King of Queens started in 98, so it counts. Oh, yeah. King of Queens is the shit. If you don't like King of Queens, you're doing it wrong. Doug Heffernan is... When it ended, I was very sad for a while. It was very sad. I got kind of depressed when King of Queens was over. We need a tour of all the bottles on your floor. It's actually not bad right now. Maybe a dozen? Oh shit, no, never mind. I have significantly more than that, but they're over there, out of sight, out of mind. Until I get up and I trip over them. But, yeah. There's a lot there. Mind reader. Yes. Does Boulder, their bourbon has... yes. It is chocolatey. I'm just going off of memory here. I'd say yes. I'm trying to think if it's a dark chocolate or like a more of a milk chocolate, but there are definite chocolate notes in there for sure. Shag carpet or hardwood? Just you gotta pull up the hardwood to see if there's carpet underneath. I stole that joke from a TV show. Probably King of Queens. No, it was from 40-Year-Old Virgin. I stole that joke from 40-Year-Old Virgin. Shag carpet's pretty cool though. Okay. Yeah, this is starting to warm up a bit. But I want to taste this and that because when I tasted the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye, initial thought was, oh, like it just tastes like a barrel proof rye. It doesn't do anything super special. And I hate doing this when people send me very expensive samples, but that was not impressive to me whatsoever. Holy shit. in my Barrel King video this month, not a lot of people watch it compared to my other videos because not everyone wants to know what's happening with Barrel King every month. But I talked about this single barrel that was available to gold members in December. And I thought it was one of the best ryes I tried this year. After trying the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye, if I gave you these two glasses, here, which one of these is the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye? None of you would pick this one. None of you would pick the actual E.H. Taylor. Because the Dara's pick is so much more like full-bodied and full-flavored and has so much more going on. It's like a completely different type of whiskey. There are layers to this, where this one is just like a high-proof. I don't necessarily think this is very good, which sucks. And I'm sorry, Tony, because you just shelled out an ounce of your whiskey, and I don't necessarily like it all that much. It's not bad, but this doesn't drink special. That's what I should say. This doesn't drink special at all. It just drinks like a high-proof rye whiskey. That sucks. Huh. There's literally no comparison. What's the color look like different? So an 8-year MGP 95.5 versus colors are similar. Oh, eek. I wonder if that's Matt's hair or Tony's hair. My hair. Yeah. That's wild. The E.H. Taylor comes across younger, brighter, sharper, just underwhelming. That's weird. Goes to show you that they don't necessarily care all that much about all the products they put out. Like, if you're going to put the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye name on something, it should be legitimately friggin' mind-blowing, right? Even though their MSRP, their price point doesn't say this is going to be a mind-blowing rye. It's more like a mid-tier rye based off of their price point, but they know that the demand for E.H. Taylor products is so high that the expectations should match at least part of that. And that one doesn't for me at all. Minnick versus Matt head-to-head blind off. Pay-per-view, better than Tyson versus Paul. I don't think that Minnick would pull any punches. I think Minnick would out-taste me and then strangle me with my scarf. Instantly. Because dude's good at what he does and also can kill everybody with his bare hands now. Mel Gibson is what women want. I don't know if that's accurate. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Corn Dog Pete. Chucky Larm says, "Holler." If you're a car guy, Ford, Chevy, or Dodge. I don't care. I am a car guy, but I'm a car guy like I'm a whiskey guy. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh, friggin' Buffalo Trace, or, you know, like, I love a Ford. I've owned a couple Ford Mustangs, and I've loved them, and I would love to own another one. I drive a Ford truck, and by truck I mean Maverick. Don't really think many people consider it a truck, but it's been good so far. It's been good so far. It's fine. Chevy, when I was a kid, I always wanted a Corvette. I would absolutely, if I ever am able to afford a Corvette and can also simultaneously, wow, at the same time fit in it, My dream car is a Corvette. Dodge, listen, Stellantis has got some stuff. Like, they're building some wild shit, you know? Trackhawk, let's do it. Let's freaking do it, you know? Their big ass SUV, Durango. Their Durango, SRT Durango. Yeah, give me 800 horsepower and, 3 rows of seating. Let's do it. I can love everything. I don't discriminate. Like boob guy or butt guy, Matt. Like, I'm not choosing, all right? Not choosing. How far behind am I now? 16 minutes. What the hell did I spend all the time on? Storm bowling balls because they smell good. Storm bowling balls are... See, I don't discriminate against that either. Nobody pays me to bowl with their balls, which they should since I'm such a great bowler. But I do enjoy the smell on some storm balls. But I'll bowl with whatever works. Came face to face with Russell's Reserve 15, but couldn't stomach the price. I've had that happen also. Not the Russell's Reserve 15, but a local store within an hour of me has... This is kind of how you know how the bourbon landscape is doing right now. I don't think it's crashed, but there's definitely a bit of a little hesitation in everybody, including me. A local store on their, normally when stores have an online store, like an app that you can purchase things from, they don't necessarily put allocated things on there. Sometimes, once in a while I find stuff, but they have 4 Roses Small Batch Limited Edition, 2024, $250. So it's a little bit over MSRP, but it's still in the realm. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. Like, it's just so much money. And not only did they have 1, but you could add 3 to your cart. So they have 3 of them. So that means they have 3 of them. They have them in their case at the store, and they're not selling for at least a couple days because they're still there today. At $250, it's quantity 3. The prices are just ridiculous on everything. Just dumb. Plus, I just spent a bunch of money on one bottle that I couldn't go back to back. Move your bowling ball towards a strike. What does that mean? See, I need to start focusing on other things. I wouldn't let the kangaroo in your garage. It would get so wasted. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine a drunk kangaroo? How much of an asshole it would be? It'd just be like this. Fluff would mess the kangaroo up. Fluff's been getting some good grub in the backyard. Been throwing some of the guinea pigs extras on the old nest. Hey Matt, I scored this year's Pappy 13 Riot Kroger raffle last weekend. Have you had it yet? Just a couple weeks ago I tried not this year's, but Bill Kavanaugh sent me his 2022 Van Winkle Rye. And I thought it was really good. Yeah, it was really, really good. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. I also had some luck in a raffle. I'll show you guys in a few minutes. We gotta get caught up first. I picked up the Beam Winter Reserve after your vid. Delicious, easy sipper, bourbon Kool-Aid in a good way. That's awesome. I like when people can pick up things that are budget friendly and that are also enjoyable. So, also kind of funny, just like a little behind the scenes, a little bit of a peek behind the curtain. That video, so like, kind of have to balance what you buy versus. So if I buy every bottle, this is why I don't buy a bunch of local bourbon, because I can't afford to buy all the local bourbon. And I'm not going to drink all of it because I can't drink there's way too much whiskey. I can't just drink all day every day. But my point I was getting at is the return on investment. Like, let's say buy a bottle of friggin' Woodford batch proof, and then I shoot a video on it, and the video does make some ad income to offset the price of the bottle, which helps. Plus write-offs and everything. But the Winter Reserve is like a $21 bottle, and like that bottle made money because the video. Plus, not only did the video make money, but it actually helped people who want to be more budget friendly as well and pick up a bottle that they can sip on. It's a $20 bottle of whiskey. So it was a win for literally everyone. The store made money. I made money. I got a good whiskey for cheap, and a lot of people decided to buy one based off of the recommendation, so they won. Win, 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 win. Sunshine Blend? Probably not. Winter Reserve? Hells yeah. And if you don't like it, it was $20. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm going on and on and on about a $900 bottle of whiskey, and you're like, you know what? That's why that Rare Hair, the Playboy bottle, I only had a little bit of it. And I was like, whatever's in here to me is really good. But the bottle was so expensive, I said, don't even listen to what I'm saying right now, because it's just me tonight tasting it. I only have a little bit. So don't go out and buy bottles of it based off this review. Wait, they get a consensus. Then the next day people are like, I bought a bottle. Don't do that. Don't buy $500 bottles because I said I think it's good. Buy $20 bottles because I think that they're all right. This is my sample break, Matt. 16 minutes earlier, son of a bitch. They're totally different. But I would think so. I think that the Winter Reserve is the best finished Jim Beam in that range that I've tried. I got my for $115. There you go. $90. Shit. Okay, you know what? If you get the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye for $100 to $150, awesome. But if you're paying $250, $3, don't. But thank you, Tony, for the sample, and I appreciate you. I miss Elf. You mean the alien Elf? Heck yeah. Kevin Cortez says 86 proof whiskey is for bums. Kevin Cortez doesn't care about friends. He just says what's on his mind. What the hell is this? See, Adam, no idea. Domain. Oh! That's So, anybody who reads this without... It took me 1 second. 10 seconds. Sal's? This is Arthur Spooner talking. Get it from the neighborhood joint. Domino's. Yeah, that's Doug Heffernan ordering pizza and Arthur Spooner telling him to get it from Domino's instead because it's really good. It's better. Tonight I bought my first Weller Special Reserve for $50. It's hard to find here in Missouri. I saw my first Willet Purple Top as well. They want $250 for it. I have no idea what it's worth. And it's impossible to know what it's worth until you try it. That's the weird thing about Willet products. They're so different that you could taste one and say, I would pay this much money for it. Then see one the next day that's the same age. And then you buy it and it's a completely different product. They vary so wildly. Darius Rye is phenomenal from what I heard, sold out. That's good that it's sold out, but at the same time, I kind of want another bottle. So, Sugar Plum Batch 72, is it really... It's the Batch 72 is the most Christmas pour you can ever have. You'll know. When you open it, you'll go, oh, that makes sense. Ryan Weaver says, I've been trying to drink everything other than Buffalo Trace, but it's annoying trying to... That's why when people ask what is a good alternative to Weller, the correct answer, and I know people are going to disagree with me or get upset, and I'm not trying to start a fight, but at the same time, cross over the line and draw in the sand, bro. Cross over the line. See what happens. Nothing will happen. But try it. Try me. Maker's Mark, Larceny, friggin' Green River, Barcelona Bourbon Company, none of these wheated bourbon products are an alternative to Weller because they don't taste anything like it. Just because there's wheat in it doesn't make it an alternative. The only alternative to a Weller product is a different Buffalo Trace product because they share similar profiles. Very similar, very sweet, very cherry. You can't just say, I'd love a Weller Antique. And they're like, just pour him Larceny or pour him Maker's Mark. He'll never know. There's a chance they might not know. If they just are ordering it because they never taste it. But if you know what you're tasting, if it's something that you taste on a regular basis, if it's something you know you enjoy and somebody brings you Maker's Mark or Larceny, what the hell's this? Brother? Hey, send it back to the kitchen. I ordered medium rare, and this is friggin' medium, right? Todd, what's up, dude? What's up, Bromo? Looking good. Just got on a long day at UPS. Can take a old batch of 10 in my glass tonight. Cheers. Man, I bet you this is, if you are working for UPS this time of year, must be rough. Like, terrible. So, be nice to your delivery drivers this time of year. That's what I always say. And if they enjoy whiskey, then set some outside for them. You know? Like I set outside lettuce for Fluff the rabbit. But as long as they don't drink it while they're on the job, I suppose. It's probably bad advice. Oh, we're only getting into the car talk now? Son of a bitch. $1,300 cash, no tax. That's a lot of dim. That's a lot. There's no possible way I could do that or want to do that. 224 rows retail sys tracks. That's unheard of since 2019, right? Like, why are they sitting? Can we start a mat? What's SIDP? I don't know what that is. Educate me. Oh yeah, the video of the kangaroo holding the guy's dog and the guy punches the kangaroo and the kangaroo just stands there. Yes. I think he hits him with a left. Just like he squares up too. He like squares up with the kangaroo and hits him. And the kangaroo's like, the hell? That's a good one. My favorite man versus... Well, there's another video. It's an old one of a guy fighting a kangaroo. It's like shot from kind of a distance. And he tussles with him for a bit. But my favorite video of man versus animal recently is the guy fighting a deer in his yard or whatever. And it just starts recording. And who knows what's real, what's not. If like it's... But he just like... He like hits this deer with like a kick. Like a friggin... Like a side kick. And he's like... I don't know what the hell happened. I was just messing around. And this thing's crazy. 20 minutes. He's like, I've been doing this for 20 minutes. Like, he's just fighting a deer. That's the best video. Oh, man. Can I show that video on here? Last time I showed a video, I got demonetized. It's from Saturday Night Live, though. Man versus deer. There it is. Oh, you know what? I don't even give a shit. I'm showing it. We're doing it. Oh, this looks like a longer version. Oh, I've never seen the longer version. We are so far behind in chat, but guess what? Doesn't matter. Let's do this one next. This is the Watch Hill Exceptional Series 20-year-old. Where's the box they sent me with it? They sent me a box with it, with information regarding what I'm tasting. I'll find it. Give me a moment. Okay. 20-year Watch Hill. This is series 2. The series 1, I think, was hazmat, like 144 proof. This one's 124 proof. Where in the world is that box? I feel like obligated to at least to read the paper. Be a lot cooler if I knew where it was. That's fine. You know what? It's 20-year-old Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Watch Hill proper. Watch Hill, they call it for short. Let me... All right, here it is. We're doing this. We're sharing the screen. Man vs. deer. Oh, no, there we are. All right. Oh, can't do that. Can't maximize yet. Here we go. Here.
Hey!
Wait. Shit. Let me make sure that the volume is on that. Can you hear the volume on that? Yep, I think you can. So let's get rid of me. No, get rid of me. Not all me, no me. Here we go. That should work. Oh, shit.
Hey!
I was sitting here doing this for 5 minutes. Was I fucking dreaming?
How'd you see it?
I don't know why it's so fucking mean. The buck. Stop, motherfucker. What's your deal?
Would you just look out your window?
I was making my fucking coffee. Stop here.
Hold it by the collar.
Takes us back.
Holy crap.
Alright. I'm gonna let you go. You're gonna go your way. I'm gonna go mine. Alright? 3, 2, 1.
Is that real? Is that a real video? I don't know if that's a real video or not. It's the best, though. I'm just making my coffee. Like, oh, goodness gracious. A bowling side channel? I don't know about all that. Bowling videos are really hard to make. And especially monetize. If you ever watch bowling channels, all their channels are like very loud music playing over bowling because every bowling alley is playing music, and if you're bowling, then you're demonetized immediately because you can't monetize music, and bowling alleys play music. It smells nice. This smells like Barton. This 20-year Watch Hill smells like Barton for sure. That's like, and I do not know if it's Barton or not. But that is the most Barton nose I've ever smelled. It is an oaky banana. I don't pick up banana a lot on whiskeys in general. It's just a note that I struggle to find. But I get it on this Watch Hill 20-year. Very good nose. It's sweet. It's mahogany. It's oaky. It kind of reminds me of... the Lucky 7, the proprietor bottles, like the 15-year bottles. It doesn't really smell. I wouldn't guess 20 years old on this nose. I'd probably guess 15. And if I know that I know what it is, so it's hard for me to say what I would say. That seems kind of arrogant. But it doesn't come off as a 20-year product. But shit, 20-year Kentucky bourbon at barrel strength, yeah, shit's gonna be expensive. $900 a bottle, though, is very expensive. Let's see. C.A. Scotty, what's up, dude? Kevin Cortez, this guy lives with his mom still. Man, I wish I was... Oh man, what did I say about Kevin Cortez earlier? What was up with that? Forget. I can't tell if Kevin Cortez is upset with me or not. I forgot what we talked about earlier. Now I'm lost. There we go. Can DJ Scratch sing us some whiskey Christmas carols? In high school, they used to call me DJ Scratch. Favorite Jim Beam products? The old Hardin's Creek stuff is amazing. The old Knob Creek stuff is amazing. Knob Creek 12 is really good. Yeah, the older the Jim Beam, the better for me, because it ages out that nuttiness and gets into a really, really delicious oak. Early batches of Lucky 7 Holiday Toast were super Christmassy. Yeah, it might just be placebo, just with the word Christmas in it. Grain to glass Weeder is good. I need to try that still. I have those samples from Bill Kavanaugh, but I haven't got into them yet. $250 Forza Deli, you're not gonna hesitate. Yeah, it's a. But then you add tax onto it, and then all of a sudden it's like nearly $300. 58 hours at UPS. Holy shnikes! Ever seen Die Hard? No. Do not. I don't plan to. I don't. Die Hard is not. Die Hard? Don't care. Star Wars? Don't care. Game of Thrones? Wouldn't pay attention to it if it was on. Those are just like, I don't. You know what? Maybe Die Hard. I could, if someone was like, "Hey, let's watch Die Hard," and I'm like, "Shit, I've never seen it." I guess I could see myself sitting there for an hour and a half, hour 40 to watch Die Hard. And if it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. I'm not gonna love it. I know that. It's just not my jam. But I can't get into the Star Wars stuff. I can't get into the Game of Thrones things. That's too much investment for shit I'm not gonna love. Yeah, the bear getting him the nuts. That's a good video too. That deer's great, isn't it? That deer's fantastic. Like, but the guy's also hilarious because he's like, "I just make him a coffee." And then I'll go my way, you go yours. It's the friggin' best. That was a loud noise. Wonder what that was. Not sure. Yeah, that was the thing. Collared deer, tagged or pet. I'm not sure. That's the question there. Dude, reasoning with the critters. Who do you think you are? I am? Hell yeah. A little bit of Pete Weber. Okay. Now that this is warmed up, there's oak, there is sweetness like burnt sugars. There is like a layer of shit. There's a butterscotch Bodino. Has anyone ever had that? Then the restaurant that we go to that makes a good old fashioned, they make a dessert called the butterscotch Bodino, and that's what I'm getting on this a lot, which is very, very enjoyable. All right, let's put down the hatch. Watch Hill 20 year Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. $900 bottle of bourbon, MSRP. Wild down the hatch. That is good. That is good. It's continuing. It's 124 proof. So it's a lingerer. It is very good. For it's not Russell's 15. It's not that. It's not Russell's 15. Russell's 15 is, I would probably say, on a different level. I mean, it's very good. It is sweet. It is oaky. It's my jam. It is my jam. Would have to, when we're talking prices with a number that big, I don't know. So this isn't a pour for everyone, right? This is like kind of like a braggadocious buy, you could say, maybe. There are whiskeys that I've had in the past where it's like, I can see why people would pay that much for a bottle of it. This isn't one of those. This is very good. I love it. I would happily enjoy a bottle of it. But if that MSRP I saw was real, it should be priced more according to like a BTAC. Something like that. $150, $200, $300 max. And I wouldn't buy one at that price. It's very good though. Where did I put it? Is it? Nope. Oh, right here. No. There it is. I just set it down without looking, and then I look and there's 3 glasses with whiskey in it. Wait a minute. Didn't I pour it in? This glass feels ice cold. It is pretty cold in the garage. Oh, that's a sunshine blend. Going back to this, that smells phenomenal. Yeah, man. I don't know anybody who's got $900 just to shell out for something that is... How many Russell's 15s could you buy for $900? At least a couple. I heard this year's Four Roses is not worth the money, so you say, well, yeah, okay, but different strokes for different folks, right? Like, I love Calumet 16, which this kind of reminds me of. Actually, I wonder if... Nah, I'm not going to go there. This is higher proof and older, but not like the Calumet 16. Some people would say that they'd just leave that on the shelf. But that's totally my jam. So who knows? But hopefully whoever picks up those Four Roses bottles really loves them. And it's a good thing that they sit a bit. Make them sit a bit. You know? Let's push those prices down. It's kind of how I feel. I think I saw... Shoot. I've seen Die Hard, though, at 44 almost. Yeah, I've never watched Die Hard. I'll never forgive them for what they did with the Fast and Furious movies. I think I stopped watching Fast and Furious after number 2. I think number 2 was Too Fast, Too Furious. The first Fast and the Furious movie was terrible, but also phenomenal. You know what I mean? Just saying. Hector and the Honda Civic with the spoon engine. Yeah. What's Paul M say about Russell's 15? I heard this here. Oh, so you save money for Russell's 15? Yeah, so I've never watched, well, I don't know if I've ever watched Top Gun either. Is Matt a Sound of Music guy? What the hell's Sound of Music? Oh, because since I haven't watched Die Hard, you think I'm soft? I'm not soft. Actually, I'm pretty squishy, but that's just not, I don't know. When you're a masculine gentleman, you don't need to watch masculine gentlemen, you know, Die Hard or whatever. It's not true. I watch guys punch each other in the face and kick each other in the spleen. That's not it. Where the hell did I put that? I literally set that glass down, and it's not. That was a rye whiskey I just tasted. I'm so confused. No, that's the Sunshine. No. Shit, I don't know. I'm going to kick it over, I think. Oh, boy. The new KC18 is really good. The Knob Creek 18 this year is really, really damn good. It's way in the back. This ain't it. Is this it? Is this the one? Oh, shit. Thank you. I thought this was empty from when I looked at it. Oh, you're so smart. Even I like the Calumet 16. Who knew? Carissa actually likes the Sam Houston 15, which is the same as the Calumet 16, pretty much. Same thing. Pretty close. Thank you for telling me. I thought this was empty. Which I was smelling that rye going, this smells good. But at the same time, I was so confused because the glass was cold and it didn't smell quite right. All right. It reminds me of Calumet 16. It doesn't even taste 124 proof, the second sip. I do like it. Don't get me wrong. In my brain, I'm playing the game where I'm like, the price tags on such shit is just insane. Literally insane. All right, we got it. We figured it out. I'm caught up on chat now. So let's see. Let's throw some more questions at me. I'm going to taste. I've not tried a toasted barrel pick yet. No, Nick, I have not. So this is the King of Kentucky from Tony Bag of Donuts. He saw my review on the sample bottle I got from Brown-Forman this year, which hopefully they didn't see it because then no, listen, I said it was really good. All right, I really liked it. But when it comes down to it, you have to hold a certain, it has to, meet a certain level of expectations. And when I tried this year's version, the one that they sent me, it didn't do the things that King of Kentucky normally does to me, which is like, makes me sit back and go, wow, that's incredible. It was just like what that Watch Hill Proper did, that 20-year Watch Hill, which thank you for sending me the sample, but it wasn't a life-changing whiskey. It wasn't like a, here. You've never tried whiskey until you've tried this type of whiskey. That's what King of Kentucky normally is. So, this is from Tony. Hey, Tony! What's your name? Oh, okay. Shit, I just went into a smell that's crazy. That smells really good. The art is good, but it's character Bruce Willis plays that is great. Have you seen The Last Boy Scout? I'm not familiar with The Last Boy Scout. An answer on Elf. We demand an answer, sir. Good Xmas movie or best It's top 5 for sure. Could it possibly be the best? Maybe. Elf is phenomenal. Elf is the best. I mean, you have to watch Elf every year. Christmas movies you must watch every year. Elf, for sure. The Night Before is a must watch every year. This happens annually in this house. If it doesn't happen, then there's a problem. Hubie Halloween, around Halloween time, and my wife and I watch The Night Before every Christmas season, no matter what. The Seth Rogen Christmas movie, top 5. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, obviously, is one of the best Christmas movies ever. Home Alone, some people say that's not a Christmas movie, but Home Alone is one of the best Christmas movies ever. If I had to round out a top 5, there are so many. I'll leave the 5th spot open because I don't want to fill it and then regret it. And that's why my life is the way it is. Project's 90% complete. Favorite pro bowler? Great question. I love... It varies. So, Tom Doherty doesn't use a thumb and is one-handed and has been successful. He's also bowled a 100 on television before, which is the lowest score ever bowled by a professional on TV. And I appreciate that about him. But Belmo is friggin' Belmo. I love watching Belmo bowl. I love watching Tackett bowl. But you know what? I'm going to be completely honest with you. And for the first time in my life, I'm allowed to say this. And it's actually cool. I didn't grow up in a city where there were sports. So people who love their hometown team, they're like, oh shit, yeah, we live in Atlanta, the Hawks, baby, Dominique Wilkins, no big deal. You know, Chicago, the Bulls, the Bears, you know. Detroit, but like I lived in the UP of Michigan, there were no professional sports teams around me, so I didn't have that local flair. Until now. Chase Nadeau. Chase Nadeau is my favorite PBA professional bowler, and he's going to win Rookie of the Year this year. Mark my words. Chase Nadeau. One-hand bowler, right-handed. The nicest guy you'll ever meet. Super nice guy. Actually, so he didn't win, but he was the tour trials this year. He earned exempt status for the PBA Tour, so he doesn't have to pay to enter any of the tournaments. So he's going to be full-time PBA this year. And Carissa and I went and got balls drilled by him and had him measure our tilt and rotation and get our PAP and stuff. The nicest guy ever. Brought him a bottle of Barrel King, and I was like, congrats on making the PBA Tour, dude. He was like, I'm a professional athlete and I don't drink right now, but in the future when I celebrate, I'll crack this baby. I was like, hells yeah. So Chase Nadeau, favorite bowler. Write that down. Rookie of the Year 2025. F you, Ezekiel. Christmas Vacation. Last Man Standing, Tim Allen. Ooh, you know what? I forgot about the Santa Claus. The Santa Claus was Tim Allen. Those are good Christmas movies. There's so many good Christmas movies. Abandoned Bourbon, what's up, Brian? He's late. That's fine. So, based off of what I mean, this smells like King of Kentucky. The Tony Bag of Donuts barrel, he didn't write the barrel number on it. It's 132 proof. This smells like it's going to be legit. When you haven't tasted a King of Kentucky, there's such a gap between what you think you've tasted that you love, and it's just the upper echelon. It's the next level. It's absolutely, it makes all other bourbons seem little and kind of insignificant in some ways. But it's just, And all the King of Kentuckys I've tried have lived up to that, except for the media sample I got this year. I think Brian got the same sample. It was just like, huh. Like you taste it and then you wait for the King of Kentucky to do its thing, right? It's like, I'm trying to think of a good example that's not bourbon related. A Christmas Story? Christmas Story is really, you know what kind of ruined A Christmas Story? And A Christmas Story got ruined by TNT. I'm not sure if they still do it. I'm not even sure if TNT still exists. But, you know, we cut the cord years ago. We just pay for streaming services now. We pay a lot more than what we paid for cable. When TNT did the 24 hours of A Christmas Story, and you just watched Ralphie forever. But yeah, Christmas Story is very good. Claymation Christmas throwbacks. David Tank coming in from, how old is David? Claymation Christmas. Wayland Ranch review part 2. If someone sends me a bottle of Wayland Ranch bourbon, I would love to do it. I have not seen one. I've not seen a Wayland Ranch bourbon ever. My mom says project's 90% complete. Yep, you are your father's son. Really? Is he that way? Oh, I hope my girls view me like I view my dad. I didn't know I thought he completed every project. I've looked up to him and felt terrible about myself because I'm not like him. He's the same way? Oh, you just ruined it. You just ruined it, Mom. I thought he was, I'm not going to watch Die Hard on AMC, Charles. Damon Wayans. Damon Wayans. Okay, best Wayans brother. Who's the best Wayans brother? That's a question for you, from me to you. I don't have any of, so Tony, this is kind of what I do with stuff. That King of Kentucky sample, listen, I will know immediately if this sample is better than that one or not. Just by what it does, it'll be super easy to tell. I know that for sure. But I sent the rest of that media sample to Cameron. I kind of do that with stuff I get. I try to share the love. Since not every one of us gets media samples, when I get stuff that I know that Cam doesn't get, or like Dan and Sean don't get, I try to just taste it, review it, and then send it on to somebody else so that they can have the same experience or a different experience. I just read that, Kyle. It's funny. A Home Alone basement. That's hilarious. Keep an eye out for him when the tour starts up. Super high rev right-hander. Yeah. Awesome dude. He is on, he's 900 global guy, SPI. What are we drilling? Are we talking about bowling ball? He drilled he drilled a virtual energy blackout for me and an attention star for my wife. But he put a very unique layout on my on my virtual energy blackout because I bowl funny. When I used to bowl funny with my right hand before I heard it, and then my left arm I bowl even funnier. Okay, down the hatch, this King of Kentucky. It's got to be great. It smells fantastic. Yep. Yeah. Tony. I would say that the sample you just sent me is significantly better than the media sample I tried. it hits down here. Like, it penetrates through layers and layers of your mouth, and you can like almost feel the King of Kentucky in your jawbone. And that's how you know it's real. That's its authentic stamp. I don't know why they sent out the media sample they did, like why that barrel was chosen. Because it was just so not this. This kind of makes you pause and go, holy shit, like, you just wait for it. And it just digs deeper and digs deeper and digs deeper and digs deeper until it hits the water table. Then it panics and fills it back in. If LeBron James can drink alcohol, then Chase can too. Yeah. I think LeBron James also has other avenues of self-preservation. This live is so good. I poured Stag 24A. I have a hard time telling if lives are good or not, and I feel like sometimes they disappoint you guys, and I'm sorry about it. Hopefully tonight's not one of those nights. I kind of feel like it might be, since I'm not like doing anything that is extremely. Never mind. I'm never very streamlined, am I? But there really wasn't a complete plan for the live stream, I guess. I don't know. I got a King of Kentucky this week, different barrel than the media sample. Was it good, Brian? Because this one that Tony sent is markedly better. I don't know if it's 2023 good, but it is really, really, really damn good. Also, it might be difficult to compare. Is Russell's 15 that good that it made a good King of Kentucky taste mediocre? Probably not. But Russell's 15 is damn good. (23C). That's the last one that I've seen. The Stag 23C was the last one I purchased. And I was kind of like him-haw about it. Wasn't all that. 24 Hours of a Christmas Story still happens. That's nice. Brian says that meaty sample was not it. The barrel next to it, though, much more fruity and on profile. Still a bit tame this year, though. Even this sample that Tony sent, I said I will immediately be able to tell you if it's better or not. And I was wrong about that, because although it did remind me of King of Kentucky, and it did make me hesitate a little bit in a way that King of Kentucky, it makes you like take a deep breath and go, wow. It did that, but it wasn't wow. It was more like, wow. You know, like it is a wowing bourbon, but it's like the volume knob is turned down a little bit. It's like it got, hearing damage, and it realized in its old age that maybe it's down a little bit, Why am I such a beast? Ron Miles, you're a beast. Ron Miles is 6'4", 240 pounds of pure muscle. Pure Bardstown, bulky human being. And not bad looking. He could play linebacker, or he could be on a friggin' dating television show and telling everybody, no, he's not interested. That's Ron Miles. But he's not like that. He could be, but he's a family man. A genuine sweetheart. Tall, muscular, handsome, and genuine. That's Ron Miles. And that is why I love him. What's up, Ron? Barrel 17, Rick 15, Warehouse G. Oh, you got it. There's a G-spot joke in there somewhere, Tony Bag of Donuts, but I'm not going to touch it. Get it? That was probably the best one I could come up with. Yeah, so he finishes the so maybe I'll start finishing projects when I get older. Marlon Wayans, I agree. Yes. Tia or Tamara? Come on, Brian. No idea. One of them is one of them still relevant, or are they both? I can't remember. I think I see one of them on a show sometimes, but sister, sister. Oh man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say I think Ian Gary is better than we think he is. I'll leave it at that. Mishavkat is also a beast, and Ian Gary's good everywhere. I'm going to say Ian Gary wins, and he wins by stoppage. I think Ian Gary really comes out and impresses tomorrow night, and then gets on the microphone and says something dumb. Everyone hates him for it, and we go through the same cycle again. But I say Ian Machado Gary, second round. I think he's, he could win. He could win either way. He could win by strikes. He could win by submission. I'm just going to say by stoppage. He pulls it out somehow. I'm 42. Just remember the effort used to go into Christmas, right? Smell what? Doesn't Marlon play all the other weigh-ins? I don't think so. You'd give your left nut? Hey, make sure that it's a good barrel, because if it's like a mediocre barrel, then LeBron James also reads books. That's rude. Hunt video? I don't know. I should do a hunt video where I find my drone. I like doing the hunt videos because it got me outside the box to play around a bit with drone videos and shit. And I lost my drone. Now I'm like, ugh, I gotta get another drone. All right, second sip of this King of Kentucky. Then I'm gonna call it an end of the stream. I still have to edit tomorrow's video. And normally, and I've said this a million times, but it just lives rent-free in my head. It has to get done the night before, but I can't wait until tomorrow to finish the edit, because I still have to fight the copyright, and the copyright doesn't come off the video until they remove it. So I have to dispute it, has to get sent to the person for the Christmas music, and then they have to manually reverse it. And in order for that to happen, it has to happen tonight. Otherwise, tomorrow, it'll just be copyright restricted. And I don't want that. I want this. That is so damn good. Tony, I need to send you a sample of my bottle. Because I think the 2023 version, I mean, shit, these are single barrels, so they're all going to differ so much. That is so good. The flavor profile is right on the money. But what it's missing is this, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a thing. It's like the... I'm going to come up with a good... we're going to figure this out together. We're all pretty old, I would imagine. Some of us are older than others, but do you remember when you were, and I'm sure some of you still have this, and I wish that I had the ability to have this, but it's not an option right now. But do you remember when you were younger and you purchased a stereo system for your first or second car? Like you were in high school or just out of high school or you're in college, and you got the subwoofers and you got the amplifier. And you were like, is this enough power for this? Like you started doing research on systems. You wanted a huge stereo, tons of bass. King of Kentucky is normally like all the trunk rattle, all the loud, like it just, like that's what it does to you. It just, you go, holy shit, dude, like, turn that down. They're like, you're gonna hurt my ears. And you're like, shut up, man. Like, you don't know nothing. You don't appreciate anything about the effort to put into the stereo system. Listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Boom, 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 you know? And then you get older, and then you purchase a Ford Maverick. And then it's like, what you gonna do in the way of home? And then, like, the bass just isn't there. It doesn't feel the same. It's like a song that you listen to in high school, and when those subwoofers hit, your little tassel from when you graduated in 1998, like it just, the rearview mirror shook and it just like jiggled up there. Then you listen to that in 2024, same song, you're like, shit, I haven't heard this song since I graduated high school. And then when the bass hits, you're like, what? It doesn't do it. Like, where's that thing? Where's the thing that I was so accustomed to it doing? Can I not hear it because I'm deaf now, or can I not hear it because it's not there? That's the question. Am I accustomed to King of Kentucky so it doesn't do the thing anymore? Or is King of Kentucky missing the amplifier? I did it. Full circle. $7.90. I don't know. I think King. Listen to Brian. I think King this year is more profile wise. Oh shit, guys! I didn't even tell you. By the way, Brian, I love you. But raffle, local store. They had 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 bottles in their Sazerac allocation, and when you are a customer there, they're like, hey, you shop for bourbon. We talk once in a while. They're like, just write your name on a piece of paper, your phone number. On this date, we're doing allocation drawing for 7 bottles. In the order of which we draw the names, you get to pick the bottle. So, love this store. This store has been nothing but good to me. I wish I could give them more money. They're just great. But the day comes with the raffle, and I get a phone call. And I'm like, oh, hello. And they're like, yeah, hi, Matt. And I'm like, oh, no, it's a bill collector. But no, it's not, because it's local. Hopefully it's not a local bill collector. Otherwise, it's too close to home, right? But anyway, they're like, hey, we drew your name. And I'm like, perfect. That's phenomenal. So in my brain, I immediately know that I'm at least getting something like something that's in this lineup. And then they said, you're the second name we pulled. And I was like, oh shit, that's good. But I know that there's only one bottle of one thing that I would really want, and then, you know, so on and so forth. And they had 3 bottles of George T. Stagg. And they said, the first person picked a George T. Stagg, so you have your choice of anything. And I was like, bring me the friggin' Pappy. Look at that. First ever, 15-year, hells yeah. I'm going to open it on Christmas with my wife. I've never owned a bottle of this before. Was it marked up? It was, yeah. But it wasn't like, it was one of those things where I said I have to buy it because I'll never find one at this price again. After taxes, it was like $400. $400 for a Pappy 15, the most expensive bottle of bourbon I've ever purchased in my life. But shit, bring me to Pappy, bring me to Pappy. I've been saying it for years, and no one's ever brought it. Until now. I got a friggin' 15-year. Hells yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. Little story. I meant to tell you earlier, and then I got, behind in chat. Shavkat. The nose on SW3. What's SW3? SW3. Swang, swing, swing. Spirit Walker 3. Yeah, hells yeah. Evernorth Spirits for the win. Agent Oak. I said shakes, totally meant homie. What? Skull. What's skull? What are you talking about? I'm confused now. What am I missing? How far behind am I? 9 minutes, not bad. Folding laundry's already coded the wife, nice. Oh, that's not skull. It's like cheers. Right, okay, I get that now. Yeah, all right. Kyle says, so many subwoofers, Matt, right? Now it's like, turn that shit off. Okay, I'm calling it quits for the night. I'm just scrolling through chat, see if there's anything else I need to answer real quick. The pappy's been brought, right? I literally just last week made the Christmas shirt that said, as a Christmas, bring me the pappy shirt. And I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Hopefully this year's 15 years is all right. But yeah, I will open it. I will love it. I'm going to share some with my wife. Going to sample some out. Then I'm going to bring some to the store because they were excited about it, and I like to do that. I bring some back to the store and I say, hey, you want to try this? And it's fun because half the people there know nothing about it, and they're like, oh, it's so smooth. And then other people are like, mm-hmm. And then some people are into it, and it's just a good time. So give back to those who treat you well. That's what I always say. And I wish I could give back in many ways to all of you because I appreciate and love you so much. You're all the best, and appreciate you. So next Friday, live stream. Before that, 7 more videos, right? All day every day. All day every day. Love you guys. Have an awesome evening, and I'm going to go edit tomorrow's video. I already shot it, made sure that there was adequate audio, and there is. You can hear me talk, so that's a plus. So everything else is just cutting and friggin' zooming and it's just a whole, it's a process. 10-minute video, 40 minutes of raw blabbling. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. But I just can't let you go. But I need to. Love you guys. Santa loves you too. Hello. See you, Tony. Tony, thank you so much for the samples. Awesome and amazing. You have a great week too. I'm out of here. See you guys next week. Goodbye. Good night.